Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to focus on the brand new items and the adjusted items coming in patch 3.1. So this is going to be a pretty good video to get you guys familiar with the brand new items and the ones that are getting adjusted. There's a lot of big changes coming to all of these items and it's going to shake up the meta. So I wanted to kind of focus on the items, adjust items in this video, so hopefully y'all enjoy that. But yeah, we're gonna go over the stats, what they do, and show you guys a bit of a gameplay of each item so you understand what they actually are for. So yeah, let's begin. So the first new item that we are going over is going to be Hullbreaker. It's going to be a brand new item. It's gonna give you 300 max health, 55 attack damage, and then also what its ability does, while no ally champions are nearby, you gain 10 to 50 armor and magic resistance based on level, and deal 20 additional damage to structures. Nearby large minions gain 50 to 170 armor and magic resistance based on level, and deal 200% increased damage to structures. The item itself costs about 3000 gold, and here are the components that build into this item. Okay, so now we're gonna go over a little gameplay. If you guys take a look right here, I do not have the item bought and I'm basically doing no damage to the structures. And now I'm gonna go back to the base, purchase the item, and if you guys take a look, I'm doing a lot more damage to the tower, which is a 20% increase, and also the stats from the item obviously. But yeah, it's gonna help you a lot when there's no nearby allies. You're gonna be able to take the structures factor, meaning that you're gonna be able to split push a lot easier. And this item is gonna be useful on champions such as Jax, Fiora, Tryndamere, or even Pantheon. So depending on how your playstyle with a champion is, this item is gonna be really helpful if you are a split pusher. And I think it's one of the greatest items in solo queue. A lot of the top laners do not rotate, so this item is gonna help a lot with you taking towers. So rushing this item might be the move. And then now if you guys take a look, the second passive, it buffs the cannon or the large minions when you have this passive, so it's gonna help the minions do a lot more damage to the towers and also gain a lot of more defensive stats, which is really good. I probably this item is gonna be pretty broken if you have it and you're split pushing, and you also have Baron buff. It's gonna help a lot and it's gonna help you take towers a lot easier. Divine Sunderer is going to be the second item that's gonna be new in League of Legends wildrift, and is gonna give you 300 max health, 55 attack damage, 20 ability haste. It has a unique passive called Spellblade. After using an ability, your next attack within 10 seconds will deal 10% of a target's maximum health as bonus physical damage, 7% if you are a ranged champion. If the target is a champion, heal for 7% of the target's maximum health, 3% if the attack is ranged, 1.5 second cooldown on this passive. The item in total is going to cost 3,300 gold, and here are the components that builds into this item. Okay, so for the gameplay here, I am not using the item, and as you guys can see, I'm doing 55 damage, so it's not much of a damage. But now if I do go back and buy the item, there you go, we bought the item, and I'm going to be doing a lot more damage, 562 as you guys can see, and again there's a 1.5 second cooldown on it. Also, this item is going to be really important on champions. Again, for split push is going to be really great, and this is really good for team fighting. So again, champions such as like Nasus, Fiora, Jax, and even Ezreal. Ezreal could build this item. A lot of people prefer it on the PC version, but yeah, this item is going to be fun. Okay, so now we're gonna go over adjusted items. The first one is going to be Death's Dance. So this item gives you 35 attack damage now, 40 armor, 15 ability haste, and it has 2 unique passives. And I'm gonna go over the second one first, which is called Cauterize to make it easier. 35% of physical damage received, 15% if the champion is ranged, is dealt to you over 3 seconds as true damage instead. Now going over the second unique passive called Dance, champion takedowns is gonna cleanse Cauterize's remaining damage pool and restore 15% of maximum health over 2 seconds. Meaning that if you are in a long fight and you're able to kill the target that is dealing damage to you, the bleeding effect is gonna stop this time and you're gonna heal some of the taken damage. The item itself is still 3,000 gold, and here are the components that are going to build into this item. So right here, if you guys take a look, I do own the item already. As I'm taking damage, the damage is being received over time as true damage, if you guys take a look. And right here, I'm able to heal. And once I kill the champion, I'm going to be able to heal some of that damage taken back, and the bleeding is going to stop. And also to just show you guys a better example, this is from the Chinese website of League of Legends Wildrift. As you guys can see, Jace does damage to Darius here, and he takes that damage as true damage over the 3-second mark. And then right here, when he takes damage from the Jace, he's going to be able to heal 15% of it in over 2 seconds. The next item being adjusted is Solari Chargeblade. This item now is going to give you 25% crit rate, 30% attack speed, 15% ability haste. I'm pretty sure the stats didn't change. And now Sunburst is going to be a lot different. Using an ability gathers radiance, max 3 charges for up to 10 seconds. Attacks that hit expand a charge to deal 33 to 75 bonus magic damage on hit. This bonus damage can critically strike. Each unique ability can only generate a charge every 2 seconds. The cost of this item is still the same, 3100, and also has the same components as before. So here's a gameplay from the item. So basically everything is almost the same. So the 3 charges are still the same, and you can also store them for 10 seconds. Before, you were able to gain 25% crit rate and also do more damage if the enemies were lower health. But now that is removed. There's a chance you can do crit damage, and also you do not do basically more damage to champions that are lower health. But yeah, overall I think this is a really big nerf for Solari Chargeblade, and it's probably gonna still be good on marksmen, but it's not gonna be as good on like champions such as Riven or Yasuo anymore, and people are not gonna build it over Static Shiv anymore. So the next adjusted item is going to be Winter's Approach. It's going to give you 350 max health, 500 max mana, 15 ability haste, and it has 2 unique passives. The first one grants you bonus health equal to 8% of max mana and refunds 15% of all mana spent. Mana Charge. Increase your maximum mana by 12 each time you basic attack, consume mana, or take damage from heroes, structures, and epic monsters. Up to 700 maximum mana can be increased. This equipment is going to automatically be upgraded into Fimbulwinter once you have 700 stacks. When the item is upgraded into Fimbulwinter, it's going to give you a new passive called Frozen Colossus. Immobilizing or slowing an enemy champion consumes 3% of current mana. An enemy champion consumes 3% of current mana and grants a shield for 3 seconds, absorbing 100 to 200 plus 5% of current mana, increased by 80% if there is more than one enemy champion nearby. Only triggers when above 20% max mana, and it has an 8 seconds cooldown. The item in total is going to cost 2600, and also it has the same components as before, and it's going to build into Winter's Approach. Okay, so for the gameplay, if you guys take a look right here, I have 684 stacks, and now once I get 700, the item is going to evolve into Fimbulwinter. And as you guys can see, once you are able to stun an enemy champion, you're going to be able to gain a shield every 8 seconds. So I don't know how good this item is going to be, but I believe on champions such as Alistar and Rakan, it might be a meta item. Now going over the last adjusted item, Hextech Megadrive. This item actually is going to have the same stats and also the same unique passive. So 300 max health, 35 ability power, 200 max mana, 15 ability haste. The unique passive: while in combat with enemy champions, healing or shielding an ally will refund 10% of your active items remaining cooldown. 3-second cooldown on that. Immobilizing an enemy champion reduces its remaining cooldown by 50%. So a lot of you guys probably are asking right now, so nothing has been changed, what is different about this item? So the only thing different about it, which is also not mentioned in the item description, is that before it only gave you 15% cooldown reduction if you immobilize someone, but this time around it will give you 15% for each person you immobilize. So it's going to be really good on champions such as like Wukong, Rakan, and I'm going to show you guys later right now. But first, the item is still 2700 gold, and also it's using the same components as before. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to use my proto build. It's going to go on a 60-second cooldown, and once I use my second skill and ultimate on Rakan, I'm able to bring the cooldown all the way back to about 5 to 8 seconds, which is a lot. Again, stuns are going to give you that cooldown, which is going to be pretty massive. And again, this item works pretty good on Wukong. As you guys can see, I'm going to teleport there. and the teleport is going to go on a cooldown for 180 seconds, but once I use my ultimate, it's going to go all the way back to 80 seconds. And the good thing is that you can use Wukong's second part of his ultimate, and bring it down to 30 seconds. So this is going to be pretty massive if you're able to get multiple stuns on enemy champions. But yeah guys, that's basically everything for the item changes so far. This new meta is going to be obviously super exciting. As you guys can see, these items are going to kind of shift the meta. A lot of them did get nerfed, so it's going to be really the question of which item is going to replace them. But yeah, it's going to be really insane to see supports and everybody being more engaged in the game and making different and more fun plays all around in rank or competitive play. But yeah, much love everybody, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll have more videos coming out soon, so stay tuned and I'll catch you guys on the next patch. Peace out.